Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol and I then produced me rapier, saying stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver, mushering down da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil take the women, for they never can be easy, mushering da. Why fall the daddy-o, why fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went unto my chamber all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charging and she filled them up with water, then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter, mushering da. Why fall the daddy-o, why fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Lie-o, 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 and the sons, lie-o. Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty. At first set my eyes on sweet Molly alone. She wheeled her wheelbarrow, the streets broad and narrow, crying couples and the sons, lie-o, 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 crying couples and the sons, lie-o, let's hear, lie-o, lie-o, couples and the sons, lie-o, couples and the sons, couples and the sons, Here we go, the storyline along there, folks, thank you. oh, sugar my Hawaii. Oh, sugar my Hawaii, miss the hot Ontario. Oh, sugar my Hawaii. Oh, sugar my Hawaii. Oh, sugar my Hawaii, miss the hot Ontario. Oh, sugar my Hawaii. Oh, sugar my Hawaii. Oh, sugar my Hawaii.